$100,000.
Hey, it's a bike!
What? Oh, maybe we are. Please don't stop. Chapter 2. And it's facing the wrong way.
That was a short song. Oh, no, it's still playing.
Are you sure?
You can hear it.
No, I mean, like, are you sure it's this place? No. It's the other one, the old one.
Oh. And going back.
We just have to remember Mother. No vehicles beyond this. Oh.
That's the other way. It's this way.
Yes.
What kind of a missed opportunity to have the fight here?
Right?
And the song ends.
What a good song.
Let it end.
Thank heavens you made it.
Yeah, can I get a shower?
Fragile's been in a coma for a while now.
Eh?
But with all these cryptobiotes you brought, we should be able to bring her round. And with any luck,
They're not damaged at all.
to get her back on her feet.
Imagine the damage determines how long she lives for.
Get well, Sam.
Yeah. You did very good, Sam. I got a B. That's fine. I'm an elite at the very end of this game.
The elite.
Elite deliverer. I'm not the great deliverer.
That's fine.
That's fine. Holding the baby, just Hotman. That's right. They're all there.
Yeah.
Sam.
You're back.
He's like, no, no.
It must have been one hell of a journey, especially on your own.
She's waiting for you on the
Now
beach.
the whole team is together again.
The whole team. Die Hardman, too.
Too much traveling to and from beaches in such a short span. Chiral matter contaminated herself.
Imagine the president. She's
effectively
sleeping in
causing
my
jet lag
bed.
on a molecular level. Because of that,
Kill her.
her homeostatic mechanisms were shaken. Don't worry, she's not in any danger, but she needs some rest.
So where's the director?
He's being looked after in another room. Bridges personnel found him lying outside the isolation ward. Similar to when you came back from Cliff's Beach. Even after decontamination, she needed more and more time to recover.
Sam. Made it.
Hungry.
Thanks. Looks like you need me after all. Would have thought.
Well, that's right. I'm missing like half an ear.
Hey, he bit it, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot.
Anyway, clock's ticking. Am I right? Sam's here. The great deliverer.
No, just the elite
Only one
deliverer.
who can reach Emily's beach.
You're in no condition to do this. It's not fair to you or Sam.
In my own search for Amity's Beach, I have come to realize something extraordinary.
Tell us, Hartman.
If beaches were likened to a multiverse, hers would appear to exist on a higher plane than ours. I can walk the beaches of others, but hers is beyond my reach. It's invisible, inaccessible, even to fragile, I fear. Imagine it as a circulatory system, if you will. Each of our beaches is a single capillary. But Amelie's beach is the heart that pumps blood to the rest of us. Capillaries are subordinate to the greater whole. A whole governed by the heart, which gives direction, which dictates flow, which dictates everything, controls everything. Don't you see? She is in control. You may be able to travel against the flow and reach her, but having done so, if she does not wish to let you go, if she wishes to keep you, she can.
Fragile and Die Hardman broke free from her beach, didn't they?
I don't think it was any different from what happened to you. I didn't get out because I wanted to. I was forced out, repatriated, if you will, by her.
Forced out? Why?
This is only a theory, but she wants you to go to her. That's her final wish, don't you think?
So that's it, huh? Amelie's the EE, and this is her endgame. Just so we're clear, if I want to stop the last Stranding and come back in one piece, I need to go to her beach and talk her out of it. That about right?
Correct. As cliche as it sounds, you're our only hope.
I like how everybody's aware. As cliche as it
To
is,
change her mind.
it is.
You can't make her see reason. You'll have to kill her. And if you kill her,
You'll save the world, but you'll be stranded outside of it
Oh shoot.
forever.
Take a look at this. Guys, don't be afraid. It's just a mini dream catcher.
Might as well make it official then. You ready to deliver the package?
Oh, she looks like she's gonna die, dude.
She looks like death right now.
She's gonna deliver you and die. Oh.
I'll talk to her. Maybe she'll listen. But with the shape the world's in, it'll only be delaying the inevitable. Still, if it buys us time to try and build something better, a new lease on life, at least for a little bit, well, I can think of one woman who made the most of a chance like that. Nothing lasts forever, not even the world. But we gotta keep it going as long as we can, right? Patch the holes, change the parts, all that. So we can say we had a good run.
This is Kojima
We
talking.
lived.
Thought you didn't like having to handle things with care.
Because it was hard enough keeping my own shit together. Back when we met at the cave, the only thing I cared about was making it to the next sunrise. Sure as hell didn't care about America or the future. I was living a lie, hung up on past regrets. I was broken. But somewhere along the way, I started changing. Started meeting people that made me think that maybe it wasn't all bad.
Yeah, thank
People
you.
put their faith in
Finally.
tomorrow, and in me. That kept the lights on and waited for hope to arrive. So I gotta deliver, for their sake.
even if it means you never come back?
Fucked if I do, fucked if I don't, right?
That's one way of putting it.
tell Mother he's to Port Knot City. Kid's done enough. No more.
All right. I'll do my best to nurse our little one back to health.
Goodbye, team.
Okay, concentrate. Help me look for Emily. Reach for her, Sam. Feel her. I know you love her. You love her. There.
And she just falls. Too bad there's no New Game Plus.
Oh, there is it?
Yeah. Like, you really have to go New Game.
There you are.
Makes sense because it'd be broken if you had all your stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Excuse me?
You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay.
This is them going like, can we record your baby crying?
I know the way.
It just goes like,
Yeah.
Sam Strand. Can it say final episode? No.
All right, Samantha.
Hello, Samantha.
Look at all those stars.
Stars. It's not all of them, but it's enough.
Oh, is it red?
Yeah, that blood is red. That red is blood.
That blood is
That
red.
blood is red.
There's Earth.
There's whales. Oh, I'm moving. Amali's Beach.
A melee.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Am a lie.
I'm a lie.
Walk forward into the water.
Don't just find Amelie.
Walk until your feet bleed. And keep walking.
Yeah, we're walking towards Earth.
Keep going.
Strands floating around.
We still don't know what those floating figures are, dude.
Yeah. Oh, do we get glimpses? No. I feel like I'm going the wrong way.
No, keep going.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it.
We did the impossible, Kojima.
Where the hell would you go?
I guess to...
Or... Well, let's look around. I doubt we go backwards. The fact that this is her beach. Well, yeah, she is an EE.
Yeah, she's Lamagra,
Yeah.
the blood god. What?
Lamagra. Oh, the fact is that we're tired, we can't find her.
Did it just make you do this?
I think it just made me sit. Oh!
Oh, it's the beach from End of Evangelion. Fly me to the moon.
But this time it's London bridges.
Falling down, falling down, London bridges falling down.
Be funny if they did the fly me to the moon.
Imagine if London Bridge was not just
black.
she's wearing black.
She has a gun.
The last stranding has already begun.
That was Lindsay Wagner.
Amelie?
You're too late. What took you so long?
Your voice.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Sam. I knew you'd come back.
What is on your arm, lady?
Sam, listen to me. I love you, Sam.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach. I've been waiting for you, right here, ever since. You were supposed to stop me. Stop all of this.
Bridget?
Yes. It's me, Sam.
Where's Amelie?
Where she's always been. Nowhere. My daughter, Samantha America Strand, doesn't exist.
Amelie doesn't exist.
Not in your world. I'm sorry, Sam. I've had to wear a mask for so long. Amelie and Bridget are both a part of me.
What's this supposed to mean?
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions.
Stare at the camera.
Listen. Just listen.
All of a sudden it goes to like Metal Gear footage, like The drawings.
Yeah. All of that. All of it.
Yeah.
We have discovered Outer
Do
Haven.
you understand, Sam? Amelie and Bridget. Those are just names.
They didn't tell me.
What the hell?
What I am is an extinction entity. So, knowing what you know now,
I don't know anything.
I don't know anything. You just skipped it over.
two choices.
Was getting shot one of them.
You wouldn't come back if it happened here, you know. You'd be straight on to the afterlife. But no. It's not one of them. Killing you would be a terrible mistake. I know that better than anyone. The last stranding has already begun. A seam has formed from my beach and the beaches of every soul in America. And soon it will be inundated by a vast surge of antimatter starting here.
It's a Bloodborne stage.
Flash. This world will be no more. Consumed by an explosion. A big bang. So, that brings us to your first choice. Do nothing. Stay here with me and bear witness to the very end.
Just watch it burn.
Together. With me. Until the last flame winks out. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? It's not like the world has long left anyway.
Don't leave me with choices.
Then there's the second choice. In expanding the network, you brought people and their beaches together, integrating them into a greater whole. Like this kibbutz. But in doing so, you also bound them to my beach. The very beach where I opened the gates to the other side. You can't stop what's coming. But if you cut me and my beach loose, perhaps you can stop it from spreading. You might just prevent the last stranding. And mankind will live to die another day.
And it doesn't have to end here.
But it does. The beach is doomed no matter what. One look ought to tell you that. Which is why we must sever our connection.
That'll be it. The end of the Death Stranding.
You can't stop the inevitable. The sixth extinction will happen either today or tomorrow. You can either end it with dignity, quick, clean, and in a flash, or you can struggle in vain, knowing full well what's waiting come the finish. Those are your choices. You kept it all this time. Perhaps you still have a chance to stop this nightmare. You brought the world together. You have the right to decide. Pull the rope or cut the noose. But whatever you do, don't hesitate. I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
But wait. I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
Oh, shoot.
All right, buddy.
Okay. Shoot the world or shoot her?
No. Either join her.
Join her or don't do anything?
So it's basically what are you gonna decide?
Look,
on?
I'm gonna pause it.
What are you gonna decide?
I'm gonna pause it. I'm not waiting for anything.
Do you want the world to end now, or do you want to save the world, buy it some extra time?
That's it's the here's the thing. Here's the thing of this choice. Okay, first off, it's a video game.
Yes.
And
Your chest is like,
like, come on.
Jesus.
If it's one thing in video games, it's sure, but I just hate multiple endings. Unless okay.
No, it's just how do you feel, dude?
Okay, well, I have a gun. What am I okay, make a decision and bring this to an end. Well, no matter what decision it is, Sam is stuck here. I think that's what she just said.
Right.
So the world can live until the actual extinction happens.
No,
eventually.
the extinction is still gonna happen.
It's still
happening right now.
The story is that it's happening.
You can postpone it.
Yeah, but eventually it's gonna happen. Or 10,000 years from now. It's that kind of a talk.
Yeah.
It's that kind of talk. It's either could be today, could be tomorrow, or 10,000 years from now. Yada yada yada, things like that.
It's just inevitable to stop, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's what it is. So either end the world because in its story America is done. But what about the rest of the world?
We don't know still.
That's the question. It's like, okay, like unless the story was involving every single one, and not just
maybe there
America,
is no more other world.
That's the other thing, is that maybe America was just the last thing.
It might be.
But we never got that sort of a.
I'm sure we did. We just didn't pay attention.
No. It's just it made it sound like America is the world.
It is the world.
It is the world. If you want to put
that's America,
if you want to put it realistically, people, you may not realize it or not, but actual people from other countries do look up to America in the state that we're in.
I don't know if they still do.
I don't know if they still do now, but there are still those that they
back
have
in the
they have
early
that
times.
they have that light of hope, and that's what he just referenced.
Yeah.
But
what is your decision, my friend?
Do you
end the world now?
I'm trying to minor
just flip it.
Yeah, minor explain it for me to understand. Do I end everybody's hope? Just say, you know what, the world's done. Screw this. Or
end everyone's suffering, you mean?
End everyone's suffering with the BTs and stuff.
Because the Death Stranding is still an effect.
Yeah, it's still around.
Because he asked, and she's like, no, it's still gonna be there.
Or
leave the world how it is now, with everything, with the Death Stranding still around, or end everyone's suffering.
Yeah. Yeah. But how am I ending it? Because he's pointing the gun. I have no idea if it's kill her.
You end the
kill her.
End the extinction.
You postpone the extinction.
Yeah, you postpone it.
Kill her. You postpone it. Do nothing.
Or join her.
It's either kill her or join her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the choices?
Yes. Make a decision. Bring this to an end.
And here's what kind of gets me. I'm like, dang it. You know what? Because of what the crap we went through, I want the good ending.
I don't know what the good ending is.
And I don't know what the good ending is.
The good ending would probably be to shoot her.
Probably.
But the real ending would be to go with her.
The real ending is to go with her.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Fuck it, I'm going with her.
Oh, he made his decision.
I'm going with her. I'm going with you. Right.
Try shooting the world. Nothing.
Imagine she goes like, no, wrong way. The hell, I'm just gonna keep walking. My life preserver floats me back to the beginning.
Oh. You chose poorly. Oh shoot.
I chose not to. Well, I didn't shoot her.
The earth has exploded, bro.
Imagine it just says game over.
Hey!
Oh, yes.
Connect again.
I'm ready, Sam.
Wow.
Wow.
Make your choice.
Wait. I don't know what to do.
Sure you do.
So that.
After everything, how could you not?
All right.
Well, we know Vincent.
I went with her.
We know Vincent's you guys. If there's an end of the
I
world,
went with her.
he would choose the world to die.
I went with her.
Shoot the bitch.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh. Huh?
What? The.
It's a hologram.
What the fuck? I'm out of here. Bye.
Well, you chose.
I chose. What did I choose? I shot at her and it didn't do anything.
Look, you run away like a coward.
I'm running away. I'm running away.
Get away.
I'm running.
He wiped his head.
I'm running. I'm running away. Oh, am I supposed to grab her hand? Like that dumb mechanic?
Oh.
Well, here we go again. Just cut it here.
Cut it here.
Well, here we go again.
Can't you skip it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can skip it. Connect again. Yeah.
All right, Sam.
All right. Do I grab her hand?
Hug.
I'm here for you. Always. Like you were for me.
Huh?
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it
Oh, boy.
and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you. When you're all grown up, you'll need it to make us whole again. And when the time comes, you'll have to stop me. You are the only one who can. Promise you'll remember.
Consume Prozac.
Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the
A
beach.
weird fact to give him.
I remember. You knew. You always knew.
I did and I didn't. I had so many dreams of the future. I didn't know which ones to trust. Which is why I decided to share them with you and the others. But to connect the dots, to make sense of everything, you need perspective. You need time. Time has no meaning to me. I am not a line.
Is the world already exploding in the background?
Point,
I think it is.
which is why all I could do was just show you the choices and let you decide.
Our nightmares are your dreams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You found the common thread, the strand that links them together. And you did that the only way possible. To live life one day at a time. Thank you, Sam. A gun won't help you here,
No, we tested that.
but it still has a role to play.
That Earth has exploded, bro.
Yeah, that Earth is gone.
It was the bonds between people that brought the world together. And if that is what matters most to you, then I will stay here on this beach. And I will shut myself in and the rest of you out.
Shut yourself in. Come on.
Once the last stranding starts, it can't be stopped. I can't go with you. All I can do is try to spare you the worst.
Why do you have to stay on the beach?
Sam, I am the beach. And I must stay here and ensure that the extinction happens.
I lost an ear for you.
Even if it takes tens or hundreds of thousands of years.
Alone.
That's what an EE does. If I had just done my job, none of this would have happened. But I couldn't take it anymore. I got so tired of waiting, and I figured that no one would blame me if I just got it all over with. So, that's what I did.
Sounds like hell.
But you and the others came together, connected. And you may be living on borrowed time, but you still have hope. Before each of the Big Five, life rebelled. They fought back, evolved in order to survive.
Big 5. Those 5 figures?
The extinction isn't just an ending.
It's the beginning.
It's an opportunity.
Oh, close.
Damn it.
Opportunity towards a new beginning.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh man,
And
knowledge.
if I
No.
have to pay the price for that, to be the sacrifice, then so be it. Even if we aren't together, we will always be connected. Goodbye, Sam. A gun won't help you here, but it still has a role to play.
What the fuck?
Sam's
Beach. Oh. Dude, you see the stuff coming off of me?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think that's where you go.
Well, I can't pick out the gun. You think I go out there?
No.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm now roaming around. There's nothing out here. There's no more... Why is he getting tired?
Bro, you're dead. Did you see your legs when you walked in the water?
Yeah.
Look at the clouds.
Whoa. Everything's speeding up. You hearing all that?
I'm looking around to see if there's anything.
Yeah. Oh, you got BT strands.
You can't pull the gun out at all?
No, I can't. I was wondering.
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions. When you were young, you used to have bad dreams. You cried about them all the time. The truth is, those weren't your dreams. They were mine. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamt of the beach. Not just while sleeping, in my waking hours, too. In my dreams, I watched the world end so many times. Countless past extinctions that decimated life on this planet. Again and again and again. At first, I didn't understand what I was seeing or why. And that wasn't the worst of it. There were other, more terrible dreams. Dreams of death and destruction. Of a massive extinction to come. Like this one. And I would always be the one to end it all. To bring about the last stranding. As I have today.
Wait, am I the last stranding? Continue the credits, why don't you?
Walk along the beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk along the beach. Like, he keeps stopping. Am I, like...
Bro, it took you all the way back.
Okay, I'll go this way then.
Just
Or is the idea is that I'm just stranded here? I am stranded here. This is my beach. Can't go anywhere. I am just here. I mean, the same thing happened to Amelie back in the beginning. I'll just be waiting for you on the beach.
just keep going.
The weird thing is that there's no music. It's just noise in the background. Yeah, I'm back here. Oh, okay. This is weird.
The first operation. I was only 20. I opened my eyes and found myself on the beach.
Did she appear? Oh, there she is. Ah!
But the moment I came round, I was back in the hospital bed. I was split across two worlds. Bridget, my Ha in that one. Amelie, my Ka in this. species managed to coexist. Soon, our ages began to diverge. Only Bridget's body got older, while the beach kept Amelie's the same. So I came up with a story. I told people that Amelie was my daughter. A daughter with a debilitating condition and an absent father.
Look.
Amelie. Is French for soul.
Soul lie.
Soul that's alive.
Oh, jeez.
There was no Amelie. Only me and the beach. I thought it was a curse in the beginning. But later, I started thinking, maybe I can use this. I tried to find out more about the beach. Because understanding the beach had to be the key to interpreting my visions of the future.
What the hell? At this point, everybody should feel like Snake. Like, what? Still can't pull out the gun.
This is you remembering all the stuff she told you.
Yeah, this is... Okay. It's just last knowledge of then deciding... Are we gonna... I'm thinking that the whole Last Stranding is us, is Sam. So deciding to end himself and prevent the Big Bang, you know, like the sixth extinction, or is it keep myself here, I'm stranded here, and the world's gone?
Bro, you haven't moved, and Sam's out of breath.
Yeah, so you just... Well, at least he can still do stuff. Yeah, this is just weird because it's just like they said, hey, you're stranded here. You may never come back.
Well, he's dead. Because
That's-
he's all gray.
That's true, he is dead. And well, same thing happened to Hartman. Wasn't he gray when he was dead, and they brought him back to life? So
And he had color.
And he had color.
I realized the beach was connected to the world of the dead, which meant that somewhere out beyond it were the memories of time itself, including those of every organism that had ever lived. 4.6 billion years of biological history, a history that might even stretch back to the creation of the universe. The chiral network and everything that followed was born from my pursuit of that knowledge. By passing data through the beach, we were unbound by the restrictions.
This is kind of funky. They're trying to make it cinematic, but you're in gameplay mode. And she's moving kind of jittery.
Lost and forgotten could be reconstructed and reclaimed. But shortly after we began our research, America saw its first void out. I thought I was running out of time, that my nightmares were becoming a reality. So I raced to complete the chiral network as quickly as possible. The past held all the answers. If only I could find a way to piece them together. A network that bridged our world and the beach. That might do it, I believed. So I started researching bridge babies, children bound to the world of the dead. What causes an extinction entity to come into being? What was the reason for the previous 5 mass extinctions? The answers to those questions would tell me how to stop the 6th. I founded bridges, more determined than ever to build a chiral network that would cover all of America. But the longer I fought my war against the inevitable, the weaker I became. My Ha had cancer. The beach's punishment, maybe, for not playing along like a good little EE. And then, just like that, my Ha was gone. I couldn't finish what I'd started. So, I asked you to do it for me. And you did. You helped us complete the network. Helped us to reclaim everything the universe experienced from its inception to this moment. Every mystery was ours to solve. Like this one. Once, there was an explosion. A big bang that gave birth to time and space. Thing is, it was more like a big fluke. All that matter and antimatter should have canceled itself out, leaving nothing. But somehow a tiny speck of matter survived. Just enough. Enough to make this world and everything in it. A world that shouldn't be, a world out of balance. Order inevitably gives way to chaos. Everything that lives must inevitably die. It's like the universe is trying to return us to the nothing we came from. Maybe the Big Five were its best attempts to finish us off. But somehow, life always managed to survive just enough. Enough to thumb its nose at the will of the cosmos. You know, I'm starting to think that extinction might be the key to overcoming total annihilation. It forces life to fight to survive, to endure, to exist. That's why the Big Five ultimately rekindled life instead of extinguishing it. From the ashes of the dead rise the living. Stronger and wiser. Inheritors of the legacy of existence itself. They defy the universe and refuse to surrender. They say, we're just getting started. Extinction is an opportunity.
Oh, bro. This Metal Gear ending.
Tell me about Fox Die.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be moving around so much, so
I just hang out by the water.
yeah, I'm just gonna hang out by the water. So here's what's funny.
What is Sam?
No, the Big Five. How many figures did we always see floating?
Was it 5?
Was about 5 of them? So it was every single one
An extinction.
an extinction entity that was the last stranding of that extinction, and is Sam, the 6th person to join that flock.
I don't know, cause couldn't Fragile see them too?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know if it was so much as if she could see them, but it's mostly like it looked like, because at the beginning she was more like, okay, they're away, like they're gone. The BTs that were around them. I don't know if they both were directly looking at what was up in the sky, but like we could see them. Like it was like a little tiny white space in between. But and you know how like when some people die, they just go straight into the water.
Yeah.
Like they did that in Hartman's Beach. So
walk in there.
It's like, okay, is one ending walk in the water, or another ending shoot yourself?
They're pushing you away from the water. I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I pulled the trigger twice that day. I knew at once I'd made a mistake. I found your beach and looked everywhere for you.
Oh, shoot.
You are the baby?
There you are.
You technically died twice? Okay, is she around me? No, it's just them.
You want to go home? Let's go home.
I'm Mads' kid.
I wanted to set you free from death once and for all. It's okay. I know the way.
The great beyond.
But in doing so, I upset the fundamental balance between life and death. I just wanted to save you.
And when does Bring Me the Horizon play? I want to hear that Luden song.
I am an extinction entity. It's my fate to lead our species to extinction. But that moment, you became part of that fate. You became a repatriate, and dooms started spreading my nightmares to others throughout the world. It was me that got you and everyone with dooms into this. Not long after, the Death Stranding occurred. The dead clung to our world, and BTs used my beach to cross over and devour them, triggering more void outs. A catalyst that would set the world on a path to extinction. It was my duty to serve as a sacrifice, to wait and watch it unfold from this beach. That, or hasten the last stranding and end this slow death. Given these my only options, I chose to end it quickly. But to trigger the last stranding, I needed you, a part of me. Here too. I would be able to witness extinction consummated with you by my side. But now that you're here, there's another choice. You can cut me off. An EE doesn't have that option for itself. But in my nightmares, I saw another future. One that you chose. One where extinction is hope against total annihilation.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Who is Sam?
They would choose this song as the ending
Yeah.
because it's the trailer of the when it first started.
So,
Look at that cast. Look at that cast. Not a lot of people. So, okay, this entire sequence is going to be probably muted.
oh, maybe.
Um,
Hopefully, it doesn't ding you.
well, the game is going to be muted.
Oh,
Like, I will turn it down.
okay.
But it is a great song, people. This is the coming down by
I mean, depending on how loud we talk, it could ding you.
I still turn down all the music though. But okay.
Ooh.
My choice is either
Can you pull the gun out?
nope.
There's got to be more.
So there's got to be more.
Try walking in the water, though.
Either it's I don't know, go in the water and basically be reborn again. Like you're being baptized.
A realm reborn.
A realm reborn.
I keep coming home.
And or off myself. It's like,
Well, we already chose the path of having the Death Stranding, having the world end. So I guess commit and walk in the water, right?
well, has the world ended yet?
Maybe that's
Was that just us seeing?
no. Maybe
That's what's gonna happen.
This is your decision. Still has to happen here, I guess.
Yeah. And my decision is still giving humanity last hope from not coming to a total
You have to do something
extinction.
because it'll end the Death Stranding.
So what is it? Ending the Death Stranding to just go walk in the water?
Yeah. Because you're the last piece of the puzzle. See if anything happens.
Look, I'm turning blue. I wonder if the water will...
Whoa, listen to the music.
Yeah, that's part of the music.
It's part of the song?
It's part of... That's how the song is. That's why when I first heard the song and I heard the whole entire thing, I'm going like, I like this.
Bro, you're not going any deeper.
No, I gotta go farther. Now I'm going deeper.
No.
No, okay, the water doesn't do anything. Paddle left. Paddle right.
Intruder to the left. Intruder to the right. What do we do?
Intruder in the back.
Run across the
Intruder
beach?
in the front.
Rocky style?
This way. What's the matter with you?
There's no easy way out.
There is no shortcut home. Or for Isaac, there's no easy way out.
Atreyu?
No, it wasn't a tray. It was Bullet for My Valentine.
Bullet for My Valentine.
That got in trouble. When I'm indestructible, baby, get that straight.
Oh, we're too good. You're gonna get copywritten.
I know.
That knowing if you
Wait, are you saying that we're both better than Bullet for My Valentine?
We're equal talent. We suck just as bad.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! That's a smack in the face.
Oh no. Oh.
Did I reach the end? Oh yeah, I reached the end of the. Yeah.
End of the barrier.
End of the barrier. That's
Run
what
the
it was.
other way.
Yeah. How about How about if I run over here?
It's not gonna let you.
Yeah, this is. Can I choose to? Oh, can I choose to?
You'd think it'd give you something to do during this credit sequence.
Fight my way.
Maybe a decision happens when the song ends.
Probably, because here's the idea: we're in this state. I do remember just seeing in one of the last trailers. We have the gun. He pulls the gun and he points at his head. You know,
if you choose,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm going like, okay, that's got to be one of the choices. You're just offing yourself or something else.
Yeah, go for the hill. Oh, that's the end of the credits.
Yep, that is the credits because it's the end of the song. Wait, say your name one more time, buddy.
Hideo Kojima.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't in the game. Oh.
Can we at least get a view of the beach? Oh look, there's another side. Yeah, guys. That pretty much
All right.
was it.
Just had to put in the song in there.
As he walks in the... Oh, now he has the gun out.
Oh, yeah.
A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
What if there's no choice? Reconnect with the living?
There's no bullets.
together again. There was something I wanted you to know. You were never abandoned. And you're not alone. Don't you see, Sam? You have to live.
You choose life and then live. This is totally Metal Gear Solid
You are
1.
who you choose to be. You choose.
Superman. So where the hell do I go, Amelie?
Melee.
Just gonna go to a river.
Just go in the water.
I'm gonna go in the water again. Ho ho. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
You just now saw him?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, oh, there they are.
I hear her singing.
What the fuck? Duh. Yes, guys, I'm here.
Oh.
Wait, is that them? Oh, wait, dude, that is weird. They're floating like they're far away, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, lady, choose a color.
No, this one's the president. It's not.
Don't give up. You're still connected.
So let's count it off. Die Hardman.
No.
Hartman. Dead Man. Cliff and the twin sisters. They count as one.
Gotcha.
I'm still wearing the Cupids. Cause dude, I still want to see Die Hardman's like moment of like that scene everybody's talking about. They're going like, damn, this guy can act. So okay, I'm moving around. Oh, there's my body. This is so weird. Alright, is it an actual baby? Oh god.
It's you.
So Lou is you.
Is it?
Lou has to be you.
I don't know, dude.
This is an S rank,
though.
I hope so.
Did it. Die Hard, man. Encouraging.
Prideful, dead man, admiring. Oh, you guys are so cool.
Thank you, Sam. Concerned.
Do I become the great deliverer? No.
No, you didn't max out the delivery time.
Nope. So we're still in Sam Strand
Chapter. But the credits happened.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a cutscene that it was Zero all along?
Yeah.
it
Boulder was never sent to find Sam. He was tracking Amelie all along, not knowing she was an EE.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Or are we gonna get the fact that choices didn't actually matter? It's just gonna be one continuous ending.
Probably.